I thought I'd get on to talk a bit about projects. We finished these mowers off, and I might close the door. Hang on a minute. I'm actually really keen to get back into the XC, and I've been pulling out bits and pieces and sort of looking at where I can go from there. I eventually found the old brake lines for the back, so I'm going to go down to new brakes and get some new ones. Or I might go through John at Old School. He's offered to do the rear bumper. So the guards, front guards, are the things that slow me down. I might actually give them to someone else, just do the bodywork on and I'll paint them. And then at least I get the bloody thing finished. I'd like to get the car, if I can, depending on finances. I'd like to be driving the car this year. Certainly get it to the point where on these holidays coming up, I want it drivable, so I need to get a tail shaft for it, get the brake lines, and we're good. Pardon me. Hello, Aussie Lockie, Adam Stabler, John, how are you? And Tony. Good morning from sunny Blackpool. That's where, not far from where my family. I used to drive to Blackpool all the time from Lytham down Clifton Drive, and I love it. Lockie, g'day. Charles, nice to see you, Charles. Phil, ooh, g'day. Talking about the XC, I'm getting back into that. Working on the Holly 350. How are you going with that? Is it all working out for you? Yeah, so I want it drivable by the end of the Easter holidays because I want to put the XW back in that corner because it's just impossible to get to the XC and move it up to the front and have it drivable so I can move it. I can do what I want with it. This pushing it around is just a pain in the neck. There's a bit of fall in the garage floor, which means pushing it out is always a bit of an effort. Pushing it back's always easy. Oh, it's good, John. And you know what? It's just time to get it knocked over. It's been sitting there. This is the 6th year I've been doing it. 6 years on a car. I've never spent that on a car. So that's the plan. Yes, you sprayed an XF. Hi, Phil. You sprayed an XF with spray cans. I did that with an MG. Hey, Father. How you doing? So that's the plan. We are moving forward, which is a nice feeling. It's a bit of a rambler. Can you check out my HT Holden video? I'll make that one visible because he's a lovely kid. How are you, Bogan Blokes? Long time no see. Yes, it is a little bit. Lindsay Hall, how are you today? So this is, videos won't be as common. I'll do an XC update soon. But I have to go to Ferntree Gully with the, I've got to get underneath it to measure the tail shaft I need. I think it's the same 6W. Hang on a minute. Sold it for $100. Did you? Well, at least you got $100 in your pocket. Just parts for these $100 and you get you a few clips for the XC. I'm a bit worried about what it's going to cost to finish it, but it shouldn't be much. And I've spent a lot of money doing all the other stuff I do, so there's no reason I can't finish it. So that's the plan. So I'll then have 3 Fords on the road. And the Bluey I've got to get going as well. Have you been in a Valiant Charger? Yeah, years ago, Neil. Oh, 11,000? Bloody hell, that's good. I thought $100. I thought it must be just completely rusted out and you swept over it with rattle cans. Valiant Charger, Neil McClymon, a friend of mine, had one, a 318. It was a CL, I think. That was a nice car. That was the last time I went in a Valiant. So it's all good. So yeah, quite a bit coming up. I probably won't get a chance to go to Geelong on Sunday. I've just made school's nuts at the moment, so I've just finished some progress reports. And to do progress reports isn't that difficult. It's not very long, but the assessments before it are. So, oh, the mowerist doesn't fish with mowers now. And I haven't got the other 3 going yet, but they're very, very easy to get going. There's nothing really wrong with them. It's just a matter of just getting around to it now. When I finish something, I've done the last video, I tend to just push it to the side and just get busy on something else. I have a stock ball I want to do for my XW and need to change wheel bearings. I ground out the bearing and sleeve off. Is there a trick to get them on without a press? If you've got a long piece of tube that'll get to the middle of the bearing, you can knock them on. I used a press. That's the way I did it. But you could use a sleeve, but you got to be pretty gentle, and you want the steel sleeve to meet the center of the bearing. So you're hitting the center of the bearing, not the outer race. What's the fastest you've ever been in a vehicle? Indicated 195 in the XD. And that was crazy because I was really scared. I can't believe I'm watching you long enough to see you going grey. Yes, you do. And my wife said to me, when you go grey, I'll leave you. And then I started going grey, and she said, when you go bald, I'll leave you. Well, she's sort of half left me now. It must be the grey. Please finish the Honda 750. It's turning into Project Binky. That thing's been going for years. The 750 hasn't been going as long as the XC, and I've got major desire to finish the XC really quickly. I'm pretty sick of it sitting in the corner. One of your vids inspired me to own electrical harness, to do my electrical harness. Your friend in America. Lovely to see you, and I'm glad it did inspire you to do something like that. Yeah, wisdom. Well, I don't know if I've got too much wisdom. In truth, I'm a bit of an idiot. And, yeah, well, we'll just see how that goes with the wisdom. Yeah, I should have got a haircut. I never got around to it. It's long. That's my fringe. So my fringe is down here. It's probably looks a bit like a midlife crisis, but I don't really care. I'm not really trying to be young again. I'm just just do my own thing for now. I've got other things to worry about. So yeah, despite all what's going on, so Mum, she went into palliative care in January, and we thought we were going to bury her, and she's out now. They actually kicked her out because she got better and better, and now she's fantastic. And it's just like, what are the odds of that? Good morning from Yorkshire. How's the tea going? Well, sir, the tea is going just fine. Thank you very much for asking. I'm jealous of the people in England. I love England. It's my second home. The cops arrested the wife of a guy who did a burnout at a funeral today. Yeah, that's pretty bad because he would have been quite emotional at that funeral. You're packing a ripper mud flap. I was like Gardner for a few weeks to watch the fastest panel band in the world. I don't even know what that is. Good day, Peter. Cheers from Grovendale, Victoria, Australia. We love what you restore. And yep, mowers and all. 176 miles per hour. Bugger. I was reading about the girl in Mythbusters. So Mythbusters, 2 people have died. One's Grant Imahara, who was one of the build team, who's a wonderful person. And the other one was a girl who was there before Carrie Byron. And she had an accident she was going for a land speed record, and she was doing 500 and something miles per hour, about 880 kilometers an hour or something. Just insane. I can't even fathom that sort of speed. So Bogan Blokes has gone off to get something. Right, great series of the mowers. Nice change. Looking forward to the return of the Ford and the Hondas. Best with your, yeah, thanks for that, buddy. Yeah, the Ford's back next video. So I've started pulling bits and pieces out. I got all the fasteners out today. And I stuck them on the bench, and I just thought, bloody hell, where did these go? But it'll all come back. They're like that. Old cars are like that. Once you played around with them, it's like riding a bike. All that sort of knowledge of where all these fasteners go just comes back. Most of the stuff on those is 5/16 course and 3/8 course. You can't really get it wrong. And the heads, you look at the heads and you can just figure out where they're going. Oh, you love Yorkshire tea and you're from Lancashire. Yeah, that's all right. Hey, Neil, is that you or Elise? I was just talking about you. Somebody asked me if I'd ever been in a Charger, and my friend Neil McClellan had a Charger 318 Seahole years ago. Oh, $5. Thank you very much, sir. I'm having a horror trying to get my 351 Clevo fired up. Any tips on starting without the ignition hooked up? You need an ignition to start it. Have you got a points dizzy in? Is it on engine stand or something? Is that? As long as you've got compression and your valve timing is right, it's going to go. Just looking at that hairstyle in your noggin, pain mate, what you mostly do is go for Steve, the Colonel Cropper look. Oh yeah, it's just too long and untidy. It's clean though. I always keep it clean. Good morning from miserable England. England's beautiful. I love England. I miss it. I spent a lot of time there as a child. Hope you're doing well. Finish the XC Falcon, please. I love the car. Yes, I'm on it again now. Could be 180 degrees out on the ignition timing too. So you want the distributor pointing towards number one ignition lead when both of the number one rockers are rocking. But because they're hydraulic, and if it hasn't been started for a while, they could all be rocking. I didn't finish the 750. I've still got to finish it. So everything here I'll finish. It's just getting around to doing. Can I do you do us all a favor and get Instagram for us all? I don't know how to use Instagram. I don't know how to use social media. I've got Facebook, but even then I don't use it much. I've got like 300 friends or something, mainly ex-students and cousins overseas and all that sort of stuff. Hair looks sick. It's too long. Yes, it's Neil. The Charger was an ex-highway patrol interceptor. I did not know that. I know it went well. It was a 2-barrel one. It was particularly toe flying. At least it used to light up both tires as you took off. But it needed a 4-barrel because with a 4-barrel it would have hammered that thing. Any thoughts on late 80s Suzuki Rover 2-stroke mowers? I don't know much about them. What engines do they use? Suzuki would have had their own 2-stroke. I don't know about Rover. Rover, did they use a Villiers or something? I'm not sure. So XC Falcon's back, boys and girls. XC Falcon is back. I might look for somebody like XA Coupe guy, right? His name's Graham. He's a bodywork guy and he really knows his stuff. And one of the guards has got this stupid little, it's got this big flat dent on the crown of it. And I don't think, because of the way the light hits it, I actually don't want to do it. I don't want to fix that. I want to give it to someone to fix it and then I'll paint it. And that way I can get the thing finished because I hate bodywork. Hello from Brisbane, Kevin. How are you? Is there any way to video call to show you my cars? Not on my phone. I've got a crappy Samsung. I can't do FaceTime. I'll figure it out. I'd like to see your cars. You're actually quite interesting, the stuff you've got going on. And I really like, you're very young, and that's cool because you've just got this taste in the same sort of stuff that us oldies like. You know what I mean? I think you're a wonderful guy. That's really cool. Australia. So what have we got here? To be honest, Suzuki 2-strokes were made in Japan and they were also used in the older lawnmower bases used in the up to 1989. Yet the Rover produced their own bases for the good old days. Hi, Doc Jones. I seem to remember us having a hater mower when I was a kid. Heard of them, yeah. Great. Oh, what's his name? Retro Restore. Martin. He restored a bunch of hater mowers. He had some sitting in a blackberry bush and he re-welded holes up and did all sorts of stuff like that. You remember the ball race chrome mower wheels? No, I don't. Don't know. Missing the XC build Elias. It's coming back. Elias is my granddad's name. He always called himself Johnny, but his name is Elias. Need 351 XC advice. Neil, you're here too. You might be able to chime in. Need to replace my power steering box. Is it better to take the brake master cylinder and booster out and remove the box via the tube or remove the pacemaker header? I'd remove the header and take it out through the bottom. That way you're not bleeding your brakes again. But it's up to you. Would you fix? I don't get to fix anything for anyone, but I don't get the time. That's why it's taking me so long to do these projects. And I did the mowers because they're nice and quick and easy. You know, there was nothing too hard with them. And I've just got no room to bring another car in there. I've kind of stuffed myself up a bit, but worked myself into a corner. Mikuni bolt type carburetor on the Suzuki 2-strokes. That means you'll probably be able to get some decent power out of them. Does unleaded fuel make a difference to how you tune or rebuild an engine? Mainly in the fuel system. A lot of the modern unleaded fuels have ethanol in them and it plays havoc with carburetor gaskets and bits and pieces like that. And even some of the metals, apparently. I don't know that, but I heard it. The Kingswood video. I don't know that I did. Love your vids, mate. Keep up our Aussie tube and mechanic community well and alive. There's a few people over here doing YouTube stuff, I think, isn't there? I don't know about the old Fords. Oh, resto on old Sid Chrome Siddons wall cabinet. Funny you should mention that. I was looking at this new kind of retro King Chrome wheelie tool thing. I thought, yeah, we might know. And then, yeah, you look at that sort of thing and you can do it yourself. It wouldn't be a bad thing to do. XC, yes, XC is coming. Everyone wants the XC. What am I going to do when I finish the XC, for God's sake? Yeah, so I do have a couple of other mowers, but I don't really want to do them. Sam Lee. I'm going to show this. Okay, Sam. So Sam Lee is a kid, right? And he's a great kid from school. And I taught his sister. I don't think I taught Sam. I taught his older sister. Well, anyway, his dad is a paramedic and came to look after Susie when she wasn't well. Stuck in an ambulance, took her up to hospital. The nicest man you'll ever meet. Well, Sam's got a dog and he knows where I live, so I got his dog to piss on my front fence while I was watching. What a nice kid. Phil, g'day Phil, how you going? Nice to see you. Ever thought of doing a small Ford? Yes, I have. Have I got room to put one? No, not really. As I said, I've hemmed myself into a heck of a corner. Restore an XJ6. Oh, I don't want to do those. I used to work at White Horse Motors in the late 80s, early 90s, and they had a JRA shop there, so Jag Rover Australia. And one of the guys did plugs on an XJS, and he was a little guy, very, very good mechanic, little guy, and he's kneeling on the guards. He put the guard covers on, kneeling on them, did all the plugs. Jag allows something like 5.5 hours to do them into 12 because you're lifting up your fuel rail and all this sort of other stuff. Anyway, what happened? Yeah, he took the guard covers off and his conditioner all corrugated. They had to get Mr. Tap Tap in to sort of fix all the dents. And he only got the sack for it. But Jags, I love Jags, but I've never actually wanted to own one. When you finish the XC, you can still put up photos on YouTube, let us all drool over it. Well, I've got to make it so that you can drool over it because at the moment it's just a half-finished car. I saw you doing videos. You were moving all this junk out of a Tirana shell. I watched that one. Do you like the vertical shaft Briggs motors? Yeah, they're very good. I've got 2 of them here. One guy, an American chap, gave me all this stuff, electronic ignition. He gave me repair manuals, everything for them, but I haven't got around to doing it yet. I should have done it before all those 2-strokes. You need to buy a new house with a massive shed. Well, I'm probably going to be buying a new house anyway because I'm about to be single. I have a digital 3.0. Oh, a digital dash, an XJ40. They're nice cars. Gee, they're nice cars to drive. I remember those. Every now and then you get a 4-litre one too. Most of them are 3, and 99% of the ones that came to Australia, I think, were 3.6-litre ones. Yeah, massive shed would be good, but it'd mean I'd have to move up the country, and I don't really want to. I'm right in the thick of everything here. I'm 800 metres from work. All the kids work nearby. All my suppliers for car and bike stuff, all the tradies I go to see, paint shops, everything is just next door almost. Yeah, Susie's, we're separating at the moment, and yeah, it's sad. Have you seen the Briggs and Stratton car? No. No, I haven't seen the Briggs and Stratton car. That'd be interesting. Blues Brothers from the year. Oh, the film The Blues Brothers is pretty iconic. I've seen it once, years and years ago. It goes for about 16 hours. And my kids, my eldest daughter just loves it. She's trying to get me to sit down and watch it with her. And I just haven't got around to doing it. When we used to buy Avgas, yeah, you can smell cars. You had a friend that had an XAGT, and it had 4 Webers on it, and his name is Italian guy, and he lived in Doncaster. What was his name, Neil? And he used to run that on Avgas. I think you could smell it. What was his name? Ange. Was it Ange? I don't know. This man is the best teacher, but is that if that's But if you're that good at mechanics, why don't you pursue a dream job? I had a job as a mechanic, and I didn't like it. I like doing it for myself and sort of just messing around in the garage, but I don't really want to do it as a career anymore. And it pays half what a school teacher pays anyway, or gets paid. So it's a bit of a labour of love. It's not something you would do for a career. And a good mechanic now is a diagnostician. They're not literally hands-on stuff. It's more diagnosing issues, the fuel injection and stuff like that. Now they're just parts fitters. So you're not pulling out gearboxes and rebuilding them. You're not pulling out engines and rebuilding them. Everything's just changeover, and then it goes back to the manufacturer. So it's not the job it used to be, if you know what I mean. What am I up to? That was Sam's. Have you done any more work on the XW? Yeah, I washed it and then took it to the Ringwood car show. I love that car. Still only got 750 miles or something on it. Yeah, well, look, it's the kids are a bit annoyed more with Susie than me, but it's if you're not happy, you're not happy, you know. And I think you can probably all work out why she wasn't happy. I'm sort of always that side. But she's a good stick, Suze. She deserves well. King Midget comes close to being a BNS car. I don't know what that is. You're about to be single. My God, I never thought that would be happening. So here, yeah. I'll be on the market for a new chick, but I don't really want one. I'll just stay single. Big fan of your channel. You really cram lots into your life. While most watch TV and tinker in creating informative content, keep up the good work, Paul. Thank you very much, Paul. I sold a Mint Sigma. We must convert you to Instagram as well because you even use Patreon. I don't know how to use. Oh, okay. Ange I don't know how to use Instagram. Ange had an Apollo Blue and Silver XBGT. That's not. Hang on. Was that the one that was really, really heavily worked over? He's a teacher. Best gig for a mechanic. Where am I up to? And from what I read in the film, and the actual car, the Bluesmobile was a 1974 Dodge Monaco. I wanted to get Scott's. Scott gave me one, right? Monaco, hard top. Don't know what year. I think it was like a 69 or a 70 or something. It had fold-up lights, beautiful car. And he goes, you can have it if you want. It didn't have an engine. I thought, that's great. It's a stick 440, you know, beautiful. It was left hook, which doesn't matter. You can register it here. But getting it from Alberta to Ringwood is just impossible. If he was in Los Angeles, I would have said absolutely. Yes, big sheds are available in the Gold Coast hinterland. I know that. We've had that conversation, haven't we? Serious question. I've just bought a Subaru Outback. Well done, buddy. They're awesome. And the ignition makes funny noises when I turn it on, like a water pouring sound. Let me listen to it next time I see you. I'll come out and I'll have a listen. Normally you'll hear a hum from a fuel pump, then you'll hear a relay and it'll click off. That's when you're getting fuel pressure up. But if it's making a noise like water pouring, I don't know, that sounds too good. Do you drive it? Dream jobs are really how good you are at doing the job and if you enjoy it. I guess people who know to work will pull rings around others. Yeah, true. Love the Wolsey you did it 4 years ago. The first videos I saw, they were the first ones I had. Yeah, it had Weber. So that was an XB. I thought it was an XA. Yours was the XA. Neil had an XA and he must have bled when he sold it. It was copper bronze, top loader car. It had work done to it, but it looked stock. And it absolutely hammered. And it was mint. And it had a gold sunroof, one-back sunroof. God, you must have hated selling that. So here, I'm at the tail end after 2 years. Yeah, we've been 24 years or something. Do you have a favourite chocolate type at Easter? I like lint balls. I love lint balls. But then your red tulip eggs and bunnies are pretty good. Some dog in year 8 broke my sunglasses, so my friend put shrink wrap on at school. Yeah. Yeah, year 8 can be a bit like that. I reckon those trollers were year 8. Yeah, I drive it, so you can actually can I ask, put out to your viewers that, because you work on a badass. Oh, you are so sweet. Why aren't you like this at school? You're a bastard to me at school. You know what I used to do? You'd hang around the canteen. This is what Sam did, right? You promised me a sandwich. And sometimes if a kid works really well or is very helpful to me, I'll say, look, are you hungry? And I'll get him a potato cake or something like that. So Sam said, no, seriously, you said to get me a sandwich. So I bought him a salt sandwich. And then I found out he was lying to me. Or he was joking. But anyway, he ate the sandwich. Then he wanted another one. I said, no, I already bought you a sandwich. I think it was a sandwich. It was a potato cake sandwich. Might have been a potato cake. Oh, right. So yeah, so Neil bought a Hoey, an XW Phase 1 HO. That's what he sold it. Yeah, you would sell it to buy something like that. Although I reckon I'd have the XA because the Phase 1 Hoeys were Windsors, weren't they? I like the Clevo ones. I like the Phase 2s. But anything with HO on it's got to be just superannuation for the rest of time. They're beautiful cars. Have you ever wanted to improve your workshop? If so, what would be one of the improvements? Not, I wouldn't put a hoist in that one. It's just a 4-car garage, and it was a 2-car, and I extended the back of it. Got all the appropriate permits from the council. I took the back off, bought a midsection, which was 3 meters, put that on, then put the back on there. I did it with my father-in-law years and years ago. Orange avocado, take care, Peter. Love all your work. Thank you. Adios. Good night. Yeah, no worries, Sam. Take good care of yourself. And come up and we'll have a chat when you get back to school. Have I tried Tetley? No, I haven't tried Tetley. Everyone tells me to do it and I haven't got around to doing it yet. If I had a bigger workshop, well, I care. I don't really care about the hoist. The hoist would be good, but I just want it to be bigger. What's happened to Jason Hill and his Fairlane? Last time I spoke to him, he was kind of getting back into it. But he's had a lot of bad luck, Jason. He's had clients. He's done a lot of work for clients who haven't paid and then gone bankrupt. So he's lost tens of thousands with that sort of bud thing. And then he's one of those guys that's so generous. He'll do anything for anyone and he gets rooted over. And I hate that. You know, I've had that happen to me too. And I'm not even half the nice guy that Jason is. But he bought a Tickford Ranger and the blew a head gasket, which I reckon is appalling for a new car. That's just stupid, you know. And I think he's had trouble with it again. I'm not sure. I hear from him sporadically. Yeah. If I were you, I might be inclined to buy a big shed. I've thought about that and just stick a bed in it somewhere. Or a couch. I actually prefer to just sleep on a couch now. I don't even get a bed half the time. Tetley's nice. 20-inch breakfast tea, superb. Not a fan, but I get it because everyone likes it except me. Have I ever used Steel, Echo, Makita? Yeah, I've got Steel and Makita stuff. G'day, John. How are you today? I thought I'd come back on, John. I'm not getting trolled at the moment. I've got 27 minutes in and no one's trolled me yet. Those Rangers have engine issues, standard. Best to keep away from them. Yeah, that's what I thought. Scott Newstead from Cold War does brilliant metalworking videos. And he really, really explains it well. I get impatient with it, though. And I haven't got the tools here to do it. I haven't got many tools here at all. In fact, a lot of the stuff I use is at work. My dad is at XY... Oh, has a VY SVA and has started gathering heaps of old-looking oil under the oil pan in the protective tray. We think it could be the rear main seal. Any ideas? Difficult to tell. Timing case oil seal is at the front of the engine and blowing around as the car gets sort of air as it travels. Very hard unless you take the pans off or take those under covers off, wash it down, dry it off, and then go for a nice long drive, come back and see. Or go for a short one first, come back and see if there's nothing there, go for a longer one. Yes, Scott is the guy at Cold War. Right. Have you got any recommendation? Who's the best to get the jigsaw headlights remetalized? I've got 2 that need to be done. A guy I heard about was a guy called Alan Good. But I've tried to ring him several times and he's not answered the phone. And then another friend of mine, Grant Wickham, who's got a GXL in Queensland, I think he is. He had a different name and I haven't looked into it yet. So the way I've got to do this is I've got to put the front guards on mine, then I can put the grill in. Like I can fit up all the front because mine hasn't got the front fitted up yet, and then I'm going to be looking. Found out one of my vans has, is a 1 of 1. 2-tone royal blue and yellow XE windowless. Oh my God, ordered by Golden Fleece. I didn't even think Golden Fleece were around when they came out. Gee. The only XE two-doors I knew were those, Holden called them shadow tones, Ford called them something else, and the Fairlane Sportsman was two-tone, but there was a bunch, Falcon Eclipse, is it? I can't remember. A bunch of the Falcons had the two-tone as well. Steel tools, my current usage, you got a lot of steel. Steel's great stuff, isn't it? My grass trim is just a McCulloch, like Chinese one, and my leaf blower is a Bunnings cheap one. Rebuilding my first engine, 351 Windsor. The Chevys seem so much more straightforward. If you're used to them, I find the Ford ones very straightforward. The Chevys had a lot of so much small box Chevs, just got more aftermarket than any other engine, I reckon. Not sure enough next time it's back. New repros. What repros are you talking about, John? Hang on, have I missed one of your messages? Which reproduction stuff are you talking about? When you move up here to the Gold Coast, I have a light restoration of the 76 Chrysler Galant, 182,000 kilometres. Okay, so hang on. Is it Talia? She's got an Escort, a yellow one. Who's got a Galant? Must be as rare as an XES, an X-Pack XT when the last one. Yeah, you don't see many of those. Adelaide 1984 was the last Golden Fleece. I remember sometimes you see the Golden Fleece Ram thing. The plastic thing was on top of the petrol bowsers. You see them through Shannon's. They come up every now and then for auction. Oh, hang on. XC headlights. Early next year. That is shock. That's terrible. Richard Graham, how are you? Oh, and need headlights. GXL ones, I'm assuming you're talking about. Well, that'd be the only one, wouldn't it? Because the other's just 7-inch in the round. What's your next big project? What would you like to do if you could? LJ Toronto, but I won't because they're 20 grand for a crap one. I think McCulloch is made by Husqvarna. I remember rightly now. It wouldn't be, not the one I've got. It was 120 bucks from Bunnings, and it was about 10 years ago. So Husky wouldn't have had anything to do with that. I wouldn't have thought. Never been to the Summit. No. So headlights, they're becoming aftermarket, aren't they? There'll be a good amount of support for those because so many of them are compromised. Even when the cars were 3 years old, my brother bought a GXL in 1979. It was a 76 model car with water swirling around in the headlights. Go back to work. All right then, Adam. Thank you very much for joining us. It's lovely to see you. I'll give you my two-door Toronto. Have you got a two-door LJ Toronto? Really? I so want to do one, and I had one. And that mower I did in the lime green is just beautiful. Neil was, did you see that video? I sent you a message. That was part 18, I think, of the XC restoration. And you were there with Gibbo in the driveway in your XB, your yellow Blaze one. And in the background, you could see my banana Tirana that was all smashed up. And that was that, what do you call it? That was that lime green LJ that I wrote off. I'd love to do an LJ. Hi, Charlie.
You doing, man?
I'm doing a low feed. Yeah, I just thought I'd come on and say, you can say hello. You seem super sharp. Have you ever had your IQ tested? Yeah, I don't think the number goes down that low.
Hi, everyone. My name's Charlie. I'm Dad's favourite.
I've got 3 favourites. It's all of you.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah. Alana won't come in here. Why does Alana come in here and say
She
hello?
doesn't like you.
She doesn't
I'm
like
joking. I'm joking. We love each
No,
other.
that's fine. If she doesn't like me and I suck a bit, that's cool.
How many people are watching? That's pretty good. That's like a small group. Like, if we're in the same room, we'd be
It's
like
like a
COVID
double.
safe.
Yeah, we would. No, it's all good. And I like seeing these guys. And the guys that were trolling me haven't done it yet. And I'm kind of wrapped.
Philip Bolly. Hello, Charlie. Hi. How are you? I'm good.
We're talking about Golden Fleece servos, and I remember them when I was a child. Carlene has a Mark II Escort in 5. Oh, it's red, is it? 1 of 40 in that colour. Tiana has a Galant. Right, okay. There his 2 daughters. That's Neil. It says Elise. That's his wife's name. Neil, Neil I met when I was 13. We went to high school together.
Okay.
We went to Yarra Valley.
Hi, Neil.
If I email you, yeah, sure. Email me your number and I'll text you. I'd be really interested to see. It'd be so cool. Your dad's a cool dude. Thank you. Say hi to your daughter. Patrick says hi. So say hi to Patrick.
Hi, Patrick. Favorite BMC or Leyland car?
There's a few of them.
Hi,
There's a
Liz
few of
Olive.
them. I love Elites. Most major Elites. I just love them.
I'm
I
good.
adore them.
I like the brown car that you had.
The XD.
No.
Oh, yeah. And a guy bought that, the 1500 Morris.
Yes, that was really, really fun.
G'day, Owen. Enjoyed all the Victor rebuilds. Thank you very much. Ray Kwan, I haven't seen, John. Ray sold his shop to that other guy who charged a lot of money for something, and I thought, he wasn't like Ray. Do you know what I mean? Ray must be into his 80. He must be 80 now, I reckon. Have you seen him? Ray Kwan's the bloke I bought the XW from. He had a factory in Bayswater. He's a good guy.
Right.
But no, we're talking about Ray. This is John. He's from the shop that I used to go to. I know, Richard, I've got that B series coming back. It's fully, I've got a 1620 that's been bored, new everything. And I wanted to put it in an Elite. But those things are just ridiculously rare now.
Someone said they sold their 1500 sold again.
Yeah. So, okay, I see. Did it sell again? How much did it sell for? He's still playing golf, is he? God. Ray Kwan's still playing golf. I didn't actually know he played it, but it figures that he would. I'd like to know what happened to that P5 LTD. That was a bucket, that thing.
8,500.
I sold it for 4. I couldn't get. I
Who are
wanted
you talking to?
a live feed. Come and say hello, Alana. No, come. Come.
No one's home.
She won't come in. She's too shy. 8.5. All right. So I sold that. I was trying to get $6,000, and all I could get was 4.9. It was like the LJ. I couldn't sell it. I only got 4,900.
Yeah, but the LJ is a terrible car.
They're not a great car, but I love
Is it
them.
the Toronto?
Yeah.
Fun fact, I don't really care about Torontos.
I do. I love them. I like anything. I like anything.
Hi, Rosie. I'm not Rosie, but thank you. I wish I was Rosie. She's like
I've got
smaller than me.
a
and
tunnel
she's-
rammed Windsor with a C4. So sorry, I'm just reading it. Can't
No,
read.
nothing.
All right. If you've got a tunnel ram on a 302, there's no airspeed in it. There's no vacuum. So I would put a vacuum tank in with a one-way valve. I did that on the Galaxy. And that might help you. You can get like the Face 3HOs, you can get aftermarket vacuum. In fact, you know what? You can use an eBay one. I use an eBay one on the Galaxy, and it really helped with the brakes.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly check. I'm gonna go. Everyone have fun and like don't drink and drive or whatever. I don't know.
You're full of shit, John. I'll come out. Well, what to tell you?
I can't because I have to go to sleep.
Did you ask Alana if she can pick you up tomorrow?
She said yes, but I'll have you.
Is she going to run you, or am I going to run you?
No, you're gonna run me.
Great. Killjoy. Okay, so what's
Yes.
this? Haircut. Blakey.
Oh,
Is that Blakey?
the story is again.
They don't come in, they're antisocial. Muscle cars are massively expensive, I know. Hang on, where am I up to? I was just, how are you keeping so cheap? I don't know. Probably because I'm on drugs. When I say drugs, I'm on a tablet for something, but it's not drugs, right? I almost bought it on eBay for $800. I wish I did. What was it? I didn't see that. You know what? I really want an Elite because it's got those little fins on the back. I know muscle cars are stupid, mate. You know what? I think I mentioned this last time. The XC I'm up to 28, 27, 26. I don't know how much. 26,000. And well, maybe it's 28. I can't remember. But it'll be about another $2,000 to finish it. And now I wouldn't even think of doing one like that and just getting a body shop because I just couldn't afford to do it. Never had a classic, but once had a helmet in super. That's a classic. Very basic, extremely practical for me as a student. Apparently, the routine was originally used to run water pumps in the Blitz. Yes, it's called what is it called? It's called a Coventry Climax. The Coventry Climax was a twin cam, I thought, or a 4-valve one or something. There was something different about it, but they revved to the end of time, and they were designed to be picked up by 2 men. You can run with them. Oh, Rosie's here.
Hey.
Hang on, I'm losing where I'm up to. Yeah, Commentary Climax, that's it. Buy some old arcade machines and rest over. Yeah, could do. I'm not really interested in those though. How you going, coulda, woulda, shoulda? Do you love the old vinyl records? Yeah, got stacks of those. What do you think the XC is worth as is? I don't know. I've only got it insured for 25. I don't even know what they're worth fully, like done up when it's finished because it's brand new. Everything in the thing is brand new. Oh, it's an overhead camera. So. An SX Climax. They're saying hi, Rosie. Look.
Oh, hi.
And Richard Graham said hi, Rosie. Richard Graham, you've met. He's a friend from the Woolsey Car Club. Tell your dad's get a haircut.
Please.
Hello, Rosie. It's been a while since I've seen you, Don says.
Hello.
And it says, I sent your phone number. Please check. Well, in a sec. Hi, daughter number 2, Rosie. Actually, you're number 3. 35 to... Hang on. What's Philip talking about? 35 to 45,000. Jesus, that's a lot of money. Yeah, but the thing is, it's sort of not all numbers matching and everything because it was rated, but it is a legit, completely rust-free car, and with everything brand new. I'd probably even shoot higher than that, although I don't think I'd get it. But X-Woods have to be 65. 65 would be a Minter 351 with books and all that, I would have thought. They haven't got the worth of a GT, nothing like it. But they were 50 grand. Yeah, it'll get a 9-inch. And the same with the, I want to put a 9-inch in the XW, but 9 inches are generally about 3.5 grand. But both of those cars are should be 9-inch cars. Have you been well? How's the Sigma? You're driving it much? Not really. The Sigma's annoyed me because I painted on the top of a whole lot of really crummy, bad paint and filler underneath, and it's lifting. So I'm going to have to redo parts of it. These classics have gone up so much. I bought my HQ Coupe. What? For 18.5. Whoa. That is what you call a bargain. I'll send my number to you. On my YouTube at the moment, there's a thumbnail of Hubnut running in the corner. Hubnut's odd. He came here. He's a funny guy. He's not odd. That's not fair. He's a funny guy, though. Do you ever worry about asbestos when you're doing your restos? What's been your experience with it? If I ever see old brake pads, I wet them straight away and wrap them up in bags. So brakes, old brakes and clutches. I did worry with the Starley's one on the blue one I bought because that clutch had actually exploded. But I don't think they were using asbestos then, but I still threw water over the whole thing. It's just too dangerous, that stuff. Look on Grains. He's a terrible mechanic. Who are you talking about? Me? Am I a terrible mechanic? I think we're just talking. Oh, Hubnut's a terrible mechanic. He's not much of a spray painter either. But he doesn't pretend to be. The good thing about him is he's a pretty honest guy and he will say how it is. You should do a garage update. There's nothing much happening there. You watch a video 5 years ago, it's the same thing. I just clean up every now and then. Are you familiar with Musty One on YouTube? I'm familiar with him. I don't like his work though. And even Steve's Small Engine Saloon and Terrell Fixes. I only know Musty. I don't really watch much YouTube at the moment. A2 motorbike resto. I did the Suzuki. I still haven't finished it though. Do you consider Holden or are you all Ford? Oh, I'm absolutely Holden and Ford. I don't favour Fords. I've just got them. I used to favour Fords as a kid, but now I just love all of them. And I want another BMC car. I've been too long with that one. Cut the brackets for core springs off. What? No, we don't cut brackets. Apparently something has gone wrong whilst he's servicing his 2CV. A 2CV is a rare car. Or an expensive car, I should say. They're not that big. Kick around the head, just don't get it caught in the motor. Well, hang on, that's because I'll tie it back if I'm leaning over it. Powdered fiberglass is just as bad as asbestos, according to the Mad Max 1 mechanic. That wouldn't surprise me. I'm always very careful with fiberglass. If I'm sanding anything, I always mask up. Like with an organic mask, like a spray painting mask. I don't use those white things. Speaking of Fords, do you even know if they had a tractor? No. Nice Kimberley. I'm not really into the Kimberleys much. I want an Elite. Wolseley 1500 interior in the lead, I reckon, would just be grouse. The 1500 Wolseley has the most beautiful interior. Check your phone. Where's my phone, Rosie? Scott's there.
What?
Scott, look. Cole Matters. Hey, Scott. How you going? Check your phone. He's probably sent a dick pic. No, I hope it's not, Scott. It better not be a dick pic. I don't want to see that. Can you go get it? It's in the dining room on the table. Can you go get it for me?
Yep.
Yes, it was a very sick man. High compliment. I used to watch him, but oh, you've got a Ford tractor. I used to watch him, but I got sick of the same thing. What about a Pickles auction salvage car? Tow it up and flip. Yeah, I should start flipping. Nope, even better. He's got another. You got another car, didn't you? Oh, 77,100. That's nice to know.
Good luck.
Did you have a look?
No, not yet.
Apparently, it's better than what I said before. He sent a message, all right. I'm surprised you had it. Oh, what? You get another one? Oh, Scott, that's beautiful. Oh, my God. You've got a real eye, haven't you? Is that a hard top? Is that a Ford or hard top? Yeah, it looks like it. Ah, great channel. Where's the XD? The XD's in the driveway. Yeah, it's Scott. So Richard Gray, my Ford tractor is a Sabora. Is that the grey one that I've seen you driving around? My tea's going to be cold. Yes, only cute, only Cobb. I can see your comment. How are you today? What are you going to do with this one, Scott? So back to the car. I think he might have sent another one. Hang on a minute. What's this? Hang on. I can't. I wish I could show people, but I can't. Oh my gosh. I've seen those. Do not remove. That's a pillared car. I can't show anyone because there's not much to show. So what are these? They're not Imperials. Is that Imperial? No, well, I've just given it away. The black one is a donor for the hardtop. I thought so. So what have we got here? Series 2 Major has fins, just no flash. That can be added. Oh, can it? Ford tractor colour is blue and white. Which one's the grey one? Is that the 1210? Is that? Oh, Buicks, are they? Oh, God. They're Buicks. I don't know my American cars. What are you going to do, Scott? Is this going to be your next build? Like, is that going to be your next build after you've done the Fury? Because I know you've got a bunch of hardtops you wanted to do with those, but maybe you jump on something different, huh? Will you do a 20s or 30s car? Probably not. I had a 30s car, but I sold it to a better owner than I could be. Every time I go to pick up a thing of you buying a rock. G'day, mate. Hope you're well. Just popping up to say howdy. XP Taz, how are you today? Any new projects? No, going straight back in to the XC. Grey one is a Ferguson, yes. Jordan, how are you today? It's lovely to see you. Hope you're well, Mark. Thank you very much. After the SM and the Fury. All right, so the SM's coming next. Does that relay still work? The relay we put into the SM. So when you turn the key, does it automatically want to start? Have you tried it? Do we still have a dog? Hang on, who are you talking to, me? We've got 3. Do you ever watch the Dick Van Dyke Show? Yeah, I've seen the Dick Van Dyke Show. So excited. Who are you for the holidays? Yeah, I am. Are you a kid from school? Have an XD, 2 XCs, 3 XF vans, 3 XF, an XG, and an XH 1 tonner. You are definitely a Ford guy. Oh, good. So the SM is still good. Yeah, the what do you call it? The streams. I do it when I'm in the mood. You know, I just thought to myself, Rosie and I are going to sit down and watch a bit of telly. And I thought, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to get on and say hello. Last time was just disastrous with all those kids trolling me, and I just thought, you know what? Now I'm not going to acknowledge them. I'll just delete them and just keep deleting them and not acknowledging me. But I'm not acknowledging them, I should say. But the issue is they do take your concentration away, so it's very difficult to concentrate on what you're talking about. Do you ever, or have you ever been a mad panel man? Don't know. I can't remember. I was never really a panel man guy, although I would like a sad man. What are you doing on the holidays? Fixing cars. Well, trying to get one of them. I want to get one of them to the point where it's driving. So the XC restoration that's been going on for 6 years, I want to drive it. Just up and down the driveway so I can move it around and then move it in the garage to a place where I can get to it. Have you seen any new cars that you like to look up? In my opinion, the new Mustang seems all right, except the taillights. And the new Stingers looks too good for a Kia. I don't know much about the new cars, but Stingers apparently hammer. They've got 2 turbos and a V6 or something. Just taking the piss out of Coldwell Motors in his accidental stream. Oh, so you did an accidental stream, Scott. Did you ever consider restoring an F100? Yeah, I'd love one. There's a nice yellow one kicking around here too, an old one. Like a 72 or something. Will you be doing a build on a Cortina Mark 3 or Mark 5? I thought about doing a Mark 5. We call them TEs and TFs here, I think. That's what you were talking about. Have you seen many workplace fail videos? No. I like those though. Yeah, I needed some motivation with it. The best way to get motivation is to walk away and come back later. This is the first live video because no one has answered my comments. I beg your pardon. Well, what are your comments again? I've got to go back and look. Actually, your weather's going to be shocking, Scott, isn't it? So you're coming in. Oh, no, you're coming to spring. You're in spring now, I think. Should be a classic ute. You know, I wouldn't mind doing a ute. I've never had a ute. I've never once had a ute. F100s has to be blue. Yeah, but they're all blue. This one's like, it's not springtime yellow, it's darker than that, with a white roof. It looks really nice. And I've never had a yellow car. I wouldn't mind doing something like that. I just want to finish what I've got. That bloody Plymouth's been out there for 5 years as well. How long will I keep streaming? I don't know. I've got to board the kill again soon. No, this is the first vid that someone alive has answered my comment. That's probably because there's not that many. Well, there's 80 people here. Sometimes when you get 100, the most I've had, I think, was about double this 160 in the comments. It's just got that. You just pick which ones you can. Oh, yeah, the leaves here are sick because all the trees here are deciduous. So I pick up what I can with the moment, just blow them off with the blower. XA Utes. Yeah, the Utes are cheaper than the sedans. And the hardtops particularly, they're really expensive. Hi, Pete. It's Sammy, Geordie Campbell's friend. Can I ask a question? Why do you get rid of my Sammy? I don't know. I didn't even know I did. Anyway, I got to go. Oh, he's not talking to me. He's talking to Scott. Cheers, Pete. Got to go to bed, but couldn't just saying hi. Yeah, spring will come out. Thank you so much, Scott. Sorry I haven't really commented on any of your stuff. I just haven't really been watching anything at the moment. I'll give you a call. I'll ring you up and we'll have a chat at some point. I think the last time we spoke for about an hour. Was it you or was it your brother? I can't remember. No, it was Gary. I spoke to Gary for an hour and you for half an hour, I think. I've got to ring Andy too. Oh, I haven't said hello to him for a while. But thanks for coming anyway. Look after yourself, mate. Where are we going? Yeah, Black Over the Road. I used to love them. The F100 ambulances. Will you go live again? Yeah, sometime. Yeah, will do. See you, Scott. Look after yourself. Well, I had a ball in Canada. I was only there for 2 weeks, and I actually miss it. And you know what? I didn't go around. You go to Alberta and you got a sightseeing. I didn't. I saw a whole lot of cars. And I just didn't want to do anything else. That's all I wanted to do. I was very stressed here. And my wife and my mum said, you need to get out of here. And so I went to Canada to see these guys, and I never met them. But I really needed it. And when I left, I was actually sad to leave. And I got home, and this year will be 2 years ago. And it was such good fun. And we didn't really do much. We just dicked around the cars and chewed the fat, had a few laughs. You know, it was really good. But that was all that happened. Nothing much else happened. Yeah, that was good. So how are we going? We're at 55 minutes. I'll probably go for the hour. Oh, yeah, no, I saw that he had a live stream that went for a long time. So his accidental live stream, he would be frazzled at the end of that, you would think. How are you? Got my first video up of the XW on my channel. She's coming on little by little. I don't know which car that is. Friday. You're not Don's Tricks, are you? No, he's doing all sorts of cars like that. Oh, I didn't know you were doing an XW. I need to have a look at that. I love getting in my XW. I need a service though. I've been slack. So I don't know that I can bring out videos as sort of frequently as I did because the work, so the front guards. Did you do any classic dart? Yes, I did, but I was very tired when I did it and not very funny, so we didn't use it. We'd like to rebuild an XD XC, but hard to find rust-free body. A lot of people do swap between XD, E, and F stuff because it's all the same basic shell. Yeah, so the work I've got to do on the Falcon takes quite a long time. I visited Alberta I left the day after my daughter's birthday, which is the 23rd of September. So I got there at, hang on, what time did I get there? I got there, yeah. I left here on the 24th of September. And so I stayed there for 2 weeks. Wellshed, Saturday, the 10th of April. I'm on holiday then. Let me write on the calendar. Hang on a minute. Pardon the mess. Don't look around this room. It looks terrible. Let me just go here, Wellshed. And I'll put it on the calendar, Richard. What else did you see? 10th of April. So I've got it on the calendar. I forgot about it last time. Where we go? He drove to tea, yeah. He was very kind because he didn't know me from a bar of chocolate. Oh, here, held review, you can see that. I've had you through the Colwell Motors video peak. Glad I did love your channel, thanks very much. In mowing the lawn in autumn, do you prefer catching or mulching? I just pick it all up and stick it in the catcher and throw it in the bin. In the green waste bin. And then what it was left is get the blow-ins blown in. We've got English plane trees here and liquid ambers and all sorts of things. There's so much deciduous stuff around here, and it's that thick in leaves in the front yard. But it's all good. I enjoy it. I've just got to see what happens with my wife. I don't know what we're going to do about that. Focus through. Oh, yeah. So that's about it. Getting back into the car, and won't get as much in terms of video content now because it's slower work. So there's the guards, and that'll take me a while. Birch trees, no. Oh, you put them in the garden beds. That's probably not a bad idea. Oh, you lived in Alberta for 20 years. This bloody minus 40 degrees Celsius. I'm not going there. That'd kill you. Go outside and you'd be dead. That's so cold. Can't wait for more car videos. The lawnmower's turned out. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm really pleased. Do I own an HR? No. I had an HD. And I should have kept that. That car would have been worth a packet now. It had its books and everything with it. It was an HD Premier. And it was a real mess, but it was looking at what I should have done is I should have restored it. It would have turned out really well. And it would have been easy to restore because it had very little rust in it. But I've got to sort out the issues that are going on here at the moment. And so it's just going to be basically doing the cars, getting some work that's been sitting around here finished. It's imperative because at the moment it's just, you know, I don't know if I want to sell any or keep what I'm going to keep or whatever. So, yeah, I'm just going to see how it all goes. So I've got a bit going on. Can you do a car refurb? I did one, but I haven't set it up yet. Yeah, exactly. 2020 hindsight is a wonderful thing, isn't it? Apparently, Victorian lock restrictions have eased and masks are no longer required, but I don't believe that for a second. I wear mine regardless. I went in to see my mother tonight. and she's in aged care. And I put a mask on when I went in there. Well, I had a cold about a week ago and got a COVID test because I was nervous. And I was negative, which is cool. But I didn't want to give my mum a cold because she's 90. And, colds, then you've got bloody pneumonia, and then you've got a dead person. I didn't want that. Do I own any 2020 cars? No. My newest is 2010. Bikes I haven't done anything with. They're very close. I would have finished the Suzuki a year ago almost, but no, not a year ago, 6 months ago. But the Cruise and Image people, who always I thought had a reputable name, I ordered brake parts and they never came. I dropped $300 or 280 Australian dollars on an order, and then they wouldn't answer emails, and I never got them. So I don't know if they've gone bust, but I got pissed off with that, and I just thought I'll shelve it for now and I'll come back to it later, and I will. So this year I should be able to finish, provided nothing goes absolutely arse up with finances. I should be able to finish a few projects, because two of the motorcycles are very, very close, the 350 and the 250. The XC is not far, and yeah, so I should be able to finish off at least 3 this year. So we've been on for an hour. I might pull the pin. I think it might be time to pull the pin and say goodbye, and I'll go and spend some time with the kids and watch some telly and all that sort of stuff. So I want to say thanks very much for joining me. It's always a lot of fun. Hang on a second. We've got more messages here. Need those holidays. Are you teaching year 8? No, I don't have any year 8s this year. I've got years 7, 9, 10, and 11. Both my classes, the whole cohort, have been terrible. This year's year, hang on, you must be from school, yeah. But this year's year 8's lovely though. Last year's year 7s were great. I had a few classes and they're really, really good. I plan to get in the COVID jab vaccination. It's better safe, sorry, to be honest. They're also the what's the other thing? The flu shot's coming out in April, so I've got to go and get one of those. Always use PayPal, and you can get a refund. I didn't know that. Did I use PayPal? No, no. I don't know if I use PayPal or not. I'm going to look into that, Richard. Thank you. Thanks, XP Taz. Thanks for dropping in, and thank you, Richard. Thank you, Doc Jones. We've had no trolls, which has been great. Give me a call over the weekend. Looking forward to it, Neil. Oh shit, I just got here. Hi and bye, I guess. All right, mate. I really enjoyed the BMC engine ones. Yeah, that was just a $50 thing I got out of the garage. That was from the truck shed. I was going to start that the other day, but I never got around to it. So I might pull that out soon. Have a great night from Phil with the XF. Thank you very much, Phil. Always PayPal. Yep, I've just learned something, which is great. Catch you later. Thank you very much, David. And I think that's probably about it. So, au revoir. I'll see you soon, and I'll do another thing in a week or two. Thank you for the live chat. It was great to see you again. And Rosie, thanks very much, Don. It's not Don, is it? Your name's something else. I can't remember what it is. But anyway, it's lovely to see you. So, all right, there's more. Business, not personal. Yeah. Had a lovely night. Thanks, Patrick. See ya. Have you ever thought of setting up a PayPal account for projects, for example, an LJ? I feel guilty. Yeah, it's like saying, will you please give me money to do this job? And then at the end of it, I don't know, I don't think I could do that. I'd feel really guilty. Good way of getting an LJ, I guess. But anyway, thanks very much for joining me. See you soon.